Hey everyone, it's Welonz, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. This is a World of Darkness Vampire the Masquerade game by the developers of the Council. Both of these things I really like, so I've been really looking forward to this game coming out. So excited. Let's get started. I suspect that some people might get confused though, so let me just say in the beginning here that this is not Bloodlines 2. This is it's just another game set in the same Vampire the Masquerade setting. Vampires walk among us. Unknowing, we've built their cities, fought their wars, and sated their hunger. For centuries, these creatures have been organized into rival sects, the largest of which is the Camarilla. In its domains, Camarilla courts enforce the Masquerade, a global conspiracy hiding the existence of vampires from the mortal world. Breaking the Masquerade is punishable by final death. In Boston, vampire factions have long been at each other's throats. After much conflict, Hazel Iverson, the new prince, has sealed a fragile pact with a group of blood sorcerers, known as the Hartford Chantry. This alliance will not only provide stability to the domain, but will hand the prince a blood trade. The trafficking of blood and mortal victims that serves the needs of the vampire elite. Tonight, the undead will celebrate.
I'll just get this going. There, ready. We're all set. Now, to begin, tell me, what do you see?
I don't know.
Okay. Try this. Focus on your vision.
Ooh. Vampire the Masquerade Swansong.
Did you feel it too?
Take your stuff. We're getting out of here. We've got a problem.
Call them back.
What's going on?
It's the prince. We must go quickly.
Lots of different players here already. Prince's quarters, 11 p.m.
Come on. Damn it. Hurry up. Calm down. Maybe it has nothing to do with the party.
You know full well I was in charge of it. If anything goes wrong, it's my head on the chopping block. Fuck! Damn it! It
took Hazel months to convince the Hartford Chantry to ally themselves with us. So they finally accept, and then bam, a code red. There's never been a code red in Boston, damn it! This has gotta be bad, MM.
Here we go. Dialogue, skills. In a dialogue, some answers require the use of your skills. Your skill level is compared to that of your opponent. The higher rating wins. You can't use a skill if its rating is 0. So I need to use my willpower to use a skill, and I have 12. If your opponent wins, you gain some willpower. Okay, very reminiscent of the mechanics they had back in the council. Psychology or persuasion? For psychology, MM, I'm MM. I have 2. Journey Atkins has 1, so I can do that. But for persuasion, I can't because I have 0.
It's not like you had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
You don't get it. I was in charge of organizing the party.
But security is Jara's problem.
Yeah,
normally.
except Jara is a member of the Primogen. I'm not.
But you're a harpy. The prince will cover you. You know she's always looking for an excuse to take him down a notch.
We'll see.
Harpy.
What do we do next?
When everyone's safe, we move on to phase 2. We clean house.
Did you say this is the first code red in Boston?
Ever since the fall of London, protocol is no longer a laughing matter.
Fall of London.
Whatever. They've been harping on that for 4 years now. They took away our internet access. Our smartphones.
It's called risk mitigation, that's all. A code red is an alarm signal that's sent to everyone to say, watch out, we're all in danger. And everyone runs to shelter at the nearest safe house. For us, it's with the prince. It could have been worse.
I'd have preferred worse.
You're not even listening to me.
Wait, what kind of code red do you mean though? Like a disaster where our lives might be in danger? Or do you mean someone's discovering the existence of vampires? Both of these would be pretty dangerous, right? But they're quite different.
What do you mean by we clean house?
Getting rid of our archives, our documents, anything that might betray our network and relationships.
Yeah, it sounds like someone's about to discover us then.
What comes after phase 2?
Just pray that it never comes to that.
Come on, tell me.
We run, we leave everything behind, and we go into hiding, as far from here as we can.
There's no way I'm leaving Boston. Everything I have is right here in the city. It took me years to build my clubs. I've worked too hard to give it up now.
You won't have a choice. I know you hate coming here. Are you gonna be all right?
What do you think? I know how to behave, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Just keep your cool and it'll be fine.
I think we're playing as multiple characters today. There's a big cast already.
Ah, my little darlings. You're here at last. The fear that something horrible had happened to you terrified me.
No call for theatrics, April.
The prince asked to see you as soon as you arrived, Amim. I wouldn't dilly-dally if I were you. As for you, Journey, someone's triggered a code red. If anything has happened over there, I'll hold you personally responsible.
Disciplines. Vampires have supernatural abilities usually inherited from their clan. Some disciplines can be used in dialogues. Just like with skills, the higher level wins. Not all disciplines are available to all vampires. Some mortals may possess certain powers, although most have no defenses against disciplines. Using a discipline generates hunger. Hunger means that if I hit my hunger limit, I risk losing control, and I start attacking and feeding on the closest mortal. Alright. So this is the thing that goes up. The willpower goes down, hunger goes up. Okay, she's stronger than me. I actually can't do either. I mean, I have to do this one right now because I can't do the willpower. But she's 3, I'm 1. 0 success chance. Yeah.
You know, back in the day, Nobody could bat an eyelash without you knowing about it. You must know exactly what Jay is being blamed for, don't you?
MM. My dear MM. I adore you. Really, I do. But darling, please. You're way out of your league here. This alliance with the Hartford Chantry is crucial. The prince is on edge. We can't get through to anyone over there.
What does this have to do with Jay?
She was in charge of the whole thing, for goodness sake. Listen, both of you. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of either of you. The prince is furious. Journey, you're coming with me.
I don't see why.
And as for you, Hazel wants to see you. Right now.
So April is pretty obviously a higher-ranking vampire. Us trying to exert our influence on her probably didn't go over so well. That was to teach me that we can fail and succeed at conversations. Yes, the Codex. Explains many concepts from Swansong and the World of Darkness. Okay, we'll read this later on. Oh yeah, I probably know some of this already just from playing Bloodlines. We'll get to all of it in due time. Characters, traits. Traits are positive or negative effects that influence the abilities of the character in question. Just now, we tried to influence April and then we got a trait called Put in Her Place. Suspicion. As it rises, the suspicion rating creates more negative traits that increase the difficulty faced by the characters. Oh no, okay. Suspicion of being a vampire, being found out as a vampire. Hunger confers the temporary traits. Suspicion is 1 right now, 1 out of 7. Hunger is, I'm very hungry. Put in her place, MM has encountered others more powerful than her, for now. Something to strengthen her mind for future challenges. Minus 10 XP to the next experience cost for the mental attribute. Okay. Talents increase your abilities. Each talent is tied to a specific action. Repeating these actions will unlock the tiers of a talent. So it's stuff like Threatening, Eloquent, Puppet Master, Charmer, Ascetic, Controlled Hunt, Beastly Hunt, Rat Eater. These are for hunting. Okay, I see. We'll look into all of this more carefully later on. Let's go to the prince.
It's gonna be a long night.
Miss Lewis, welcome. Miss Lewis, can I help you?
Okay, I have some ranking, but obviously I'm not as good as April or the prince. Kind of feels like a business conference here.
Consider it done.
Okay, this guy's wearing shorts.
Who's she, Caleb?
MM Lewis.
She smiles like a toreador.
Letters etched in bold right upon her teeth.
What about that bearded guy who's swallowing his bile?
Dejan Siaka.
A Tremere warlock, then?
Keep him at a healthy distance. With a sideward glance, he could make the blood in your veins boil.
Is court attendance usually this sparse?
Court attendance. The Toreador. MM was the Toreador, the charismatic ones. Tremere are the people who can use blood magic.
Under ordinary circumstances, there would be more of us here.
Is it because of the Code Red?
Could be. We should have all been at that party. But a Code Red is a Code Red. No one can leave. I'd hate to be Caius right about now.
Why?
He's second honcho of house security. This promises to be a busy night.
I know what you mean. It's one thing to have been told that the Nosferatu don't age well. It's another thing to see it for yourself.
That's rude.
It's by no fault of their own.
Do you think You'll be able to ask the prince tonight if you can embrace me.
No.
Oh,
Now is no longer the time.
this woman's a human.
And he is your child?
Mr. Beryl Underwood.
Very old child. They're throwing out a lot of terms here, and we'll definitely read the Codex later on, but it seems like this lady... Is she my ghoul then? Like, I feed on her, but she's a human, but she wants to be made a vampire. That's why she's asking for the embrace.
Tread lightly. He's a member of the Primogen.
They're the check to the prince's power.
The check and balance. They backed Hazel when she rose to power after Quentin King. They'd hoped to control her.
What? Things didn't go as planned?
I just have a feeling she will surprise them. Never forget that the court is a chessboard. We are monsters, and we sacrifice pawns. If you want to be a major piece, then behave accordingly.
But...
Nothing can happen to you here. We're in the prince's house. She must be finished by now. Wait for me. This won't take long.
It's out of the question, MM! I won't let her get away with this!
All right, calm down, Dijon.
Where's Journey?
What's it to you?
Don't start with me. She was in charge of the party. She has to take responsibility for this.
Leave her out of it.
It's too late for that. Don't waste your time covering for her. She's not a kid anymore. I haven't heard from my child, and no one's able to get through to them over there.
Go on then. Go and save Imani and stop wasting your breath.
There are rules. Need I remind you? We're all stuck here.
You're such a good boy.
You'll never change.
Dijon!
What? Oh, come on, Hilda, she needs to grow up.
Leave us.
Hilda.
I don't need your help.
Ma'am, please.
Stop calling me that.
I was worried about you.
You still haven't moved on, have you? You're always getting in my way.
Lower your voice. People are staring.
Focus allows you to temporarily increase a skill by 1 or 2 levels. The more you increase it, the more willpower cost increases. To be focused, the skill must have a minimum score of 1 point. Disciplines or knowledge cannot be focused. Kind of like in the council when you can pick up pills and stuff. R. Okay. If a skill or discipline levels are the same, the outcome of the conflict is uncertain. Oh, it falls to chance. You can influence the chance with a number of bonuses or penalties, as well as spending experience points. So right now, my default rhetoric level is 1. But if I use focus, I can make it 2. So it's 2 versus 2, and the chance of success is 30%. Which is pretty low, to be honest. What about intimidation? Okay, that's not even gonna work because she has 3, and I have 0. And the cost also went up by 2. Okay. Oh, she focused as well. Well, that was pointless. She's better than me. Plain and simple. Opponent behavior. Your opponents can also focus their own skills, unlike you. Focus only allows them to increase their skill by 1 level. The risk of opponent focus is represented by a percentage. The more aggressive you are in using focusing and disciplines, the more risk of your opponent also focusing.
Do you know what this Code Red is all about? You're in the Primogen. You must know something.
I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Apparently, it was from one of Moore's retainers. That's all I know.
Who's that?
Jason Moore. Don't you remember him? He's the human who manages our interests when the sun comes up. He handles our assets, errands with the banks.
What does he have to do with this?
I don't know. It now seems that Miss Hazel Iverson, the mighty Prince of Boston, is no longer on speaking terms with the Primogen.
Oh.
As if now were the ideal time.
She asked to see me. Do you know why?
My best guess is that she'd like to talk to you about Journey, of course. I always warned you that girl was trouble.
Yeah, sure. I've gotta go. Hazel must be upstairs. I'd better hurry.
So the current situation right now is that we have a code red at the party that Journey, my green-haired friend, was hosting, and she's getting blamed for it because she was responsible.
What about Jara? I haven't seen her.
Councillor Drury is not here, nor is Dr. Dunham. Mr. Leto's teams are trying to reach them, but...
Nobody's answering?
No.
Is there a problem?
No, just wondering if you speak more.
MM.
Lazarus. In the backdrop of all this code red stuff, we have a uneasy alliance with something called the Chantry.
They've all got such long faces. Hey, Abby.
Hey, MM.
Abby, do you know what's going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Please? I feel like I've been plopped down in the middle of a minefield.
There are rumors about Journey. Rumors about how this is all her fault. Did you know that Jay was in charge of the party?
Shit. I bet she's gonna take the fall for whatever happened.
I don't think she's involved, but we've got to be on our guard.
Maybe somebody is framing her on purpose then.
They're all on edge. Watch out.
The code red also seems to imply that we're all here on lockdown.
Ma'am, we haven't seen you here in ages now, have we?
Let's holster our weapons. I'm only here because of that goddamn code red.
Blunt and to the point, as usual. With a bit of luck, your suffering will be over soon. How's business these days?
Why? You want to invest?
Don't tempt me.
I own clubs. Okay. His rhetoric is 4. So no matter how much I focus, it ain't gonna... ain't gonna help, I don't think. Oh, I can try to focus more. But it's not... doesn't matter.
I'm shocked to think you put so much as a penny into one of my clubs. They don't bring in enough for your taste, Beryl.
You're right. I'm not interested in them. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. I'm waiting for Caleb.
Caleb was upstairs.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm waiting for Caleb.
Oh, he's gone. We also had the other lady who had, a kid with her. Alicia and Halsey. Can I...
Sorry, that's not possible.
We're all high-ranking vampires here, relatively. I'm not the highest one, but I'm not the lowest one either. Just look at me. I look kind of fancy.
What a shitty night. Hazel must be pissed. What the hell could she want with me?
Interrogate you about Journey? Hospital. Unstable seer, Leisha.
Is everything okay, Mom? Penny for your thoughts?
Oh, that's her kid.
Nothing, Pumpkin. What were you saying?
You saw pictures again? You're not going back to the Institute, are you?
No, don't fret. I'm gonna stay here with you now.
I don't like it when Richard takes you away.
He's my psychiatrist. He's helping me so I can be with you. Mom has a little trouble sometimes, remember? I see things that haven't happened yet. And I forget others.
Yes, I know. And you have to slumber so you can rest all alone sometimes. But 3 years was too long.
Wow. I slept for 3 years?
But now we'll be together forever. We'll be inseparable.
Like 2 peas in a pod.
Yes, exactly.
Mom? What's going on? Why does everybody look so upset?
I think something serious is happening. I'm worried. I still haven't seen Richard. I looked for him so he could explain, but he can't be found.
So what do we do now?
I was told to wait here because Hazel wants to see us. There are grown-ups coming, and your mother needs to talk to them.
Oh, then I'll go hide, because grown-ups talk to me too much.
If you want, sweetie. But don't wander off. Go on. Show me what you do to make sure no one spots you.
Okay, here I go.
How does that work? Is she actually my biological child? I'm inclined to think not.
Leisha. It's been a while.
Hey,
When did you get out?
Just tonight. Hazel wanted to see me.
That means she's extremely worried about the situation.
That or she's a major drama queen.
So, okay, we're gonna be just seamlessly switching between all the characters now. For now it's okay, but I wonder if later down the line I gotta think about whose interests I want to serve, because what if helping Caleb doesn't help MM?
You shouldn't make light of the situation, believe me. There aren't many of us who have experienced a Code Red and survived.
Thanks for the heads up, Professor Bazori. First Siaka, now you. Why won't anybody give me a break tonight?
Maybe you asked for it.
Or maybe if you behaved in a manner more appropriate to the circumstances and our setting, then you'd better understand why everyone is so nervous.
Make her a bit of a hothead?
Stop it right there, Bazori. Don't take that tone with me. I choose what lessons to take.
We must all remain calm and accept any help we can get, even from the most unusual sources.
That's surprising to hear, coming from a blue blood. At least your certainties come from a more solid source than a prophecy from a child of Malkov.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that whatever the problem is, your hallucinations aren't gonna help us solve it.
So Caleb is a Ventru, and Leisha is a Malkavian. That's why she has these visions of the future, and maybe that's why she's the unstable seer.
And yet, many of the things I saw ended up happening. Quentin King's disappearance, Hazel's rise to power, your breakup with Hilda too.
Oh.
But you're probably right. It's just Hazel and her flair for the dramatic.
Only time will tell.
Good evening, ladies, sir. The prince shall see you now.
Mem, rebellious star, the diva who lights up Boston's nights, but bringing light into a world of darkness can be perilous. Mem knows this, but she doesn't care. I can choose for her to be something. This is how to distribute my points. I can just do it myself, or I can choose to be an investigator, focusing on knowledge and skills that allow you to go undercover, extort or steal information, or jack of all trades, improving attributes and a large selection of skills, allowing for a maximum number of interactions but less mastery. Or veteran, which means I am going to focus on the dialogue skills and the physical attribute. It allows me to use the character's aura in conversations. We do have 3 characters, so it might be nice to go for a profile as opposed to doing it one by one. Let's... Jack of all trades. Well, she's a club owner, right? I imagine she's pretty good at talking and stuff. Undercover, extort or steal information. Let's be an investigator. Character sheet. At the start of a scene, previously earned experience points can be spent to improve the character's abilities. These abilities are divided into 2 areas, the character sheet and the discipline sheet. Each attribute affects a specific list of skills and disciplines. Attributes increase a chance of victory in case of a tie. Improving them also decreases willpower cost of focus. Knowledge skills don't have a willpower cost because we already know it. It can also not be improved by using focus. Okay, so putting the investigator profile made it so that my physical is 1, my social is 2, and my mental is 1. I have 1 point in rhetoric, 1 in persuasion, psychology, 1 in technology, and 1 in deduction. Discipline sheet contains the disciplines that I have. I can increase the skill level with experience points, and they can be passive, or they could be used in dialogue or in exploration. Right, so this is immediately implying that we're not going to be able to do every single option possible. It's going to be dependent on the skills I have as the person I'm playing as. Aspects, supernatural perception. I can read possible futures and read your enemies. Oh, this seems like a Leisha kind of thing. Oops, sorry. Presence, charisma. Influencing the emotions of people around me. Celerity. I can traverse the environment at a high speed and slow down your perception of time. Okay. I played Bloodlines as a Toreador, so this is vaguely familiar to me. Charisma seems like very much like a Toreador kind of thing. Okay. So it's done already. I don't have any experience right now. It's done it for me. That's fine. Okay, good. Sure. Oh, I can go back. That's okay. Feel free. Or I guess I can check out what another profile might look like. Like if I try veteran. It's a little bit different. Yeah, 2 physical, 2 social, 1 mental. Alright. Cool. So we should probably try to do different things for different people then, I suppose. We'll just do investigator.
Hazel. Delson.
Come in, MM. I wanted to have a word with you.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time since we last saw each other. Tell me, where were you tonight?
Like everybody else, I suppose. At home, getting ready for the party.
How fortunate you weren't running early.
Why? What's happened?
You know what the Code Red means. There was a breach. This is intolerable. These agreements were supposed to celebrate the power of my court. Instead, I've been made to look a fool in the eyes of my allies. We'll have to increase our diplomatic efforts with the Warlocks. Send new emissaries to Osborne.
What's that got to do with me?
Don't you worry about that for now. We have more urgent matters to attend to. We bring Journey to me.
When Journey went with April.
What do you want with her?
I have a few questions I need to ask her. If mistakes were made, I need to know what happened. I'm sure that your friend will have a lot to tell me.
Whoa, what do you mean friend in quotes? Okay. This new prince just came into power. The previous person was someone named Quentin King. What does that symbol mean? I actually don't know. The symbol next to the "it's not her fault"?
She hasn't done anything. Hazel.
I'll be the judge of that.
I think it just means it's optional dialogue.
Yes, my prince. I'll be right back.
I didn't bring you here just for that. I have something to offer you.
I'm listening.
It's about the Primogen Council. You know everyone who's in it. Beryl, Richard, Hilda. Their support was much appreciated after the disappearance of the previous prince.
Quentin King.
But now, they've become an obstacle. It's been going on for months. They systematically oppose everything that I do. It must stop now.
So you need a yes person on your council so that you can do things smoothly. Okay. I have no education. I can't beat her in conversation.
The Camarilla has faced many challenges in the past few years.
Camarilla?
Many of our strongholds have fallen. I won't let Boston suffer the same fate. But for that, I need loyal allies. Also, how would you like a spot in the Primogen?
What?
You've always taken care of your community, without ever asking for anything in return. It might be time you took a leading role in the community's affairs.
Hilda won't let you do it. She'll never see me as her equal. Being seated next to her child? She'll feel humiliated.
I'm her prince. She will obey me.
She's not gonna like it.
I don't care. What I'm offering is much bigger than all that. What do you think?
So Hilda's my sire then. She's the person who made me into a vampire. I'm her child. I can't say yes. Well, don't close doors for myself.
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Time is of the essence. You're a businesswoman, I know you'll be up to it, but we'll talk about it again soon. In the meantime...
I know. Jay, I'm going to go see Sylvia first. I need to clear my head.
Do it. You won't be able to hunt tonight. It's better to be prepared. Bring me Journey.
I will.
I have the utmost confidence in you, Do not fail me.
You can count on me. What the hell is going on?
Her face. April just took Journey. She should have just come here with me then.
I'm happy to see you in one piece.
Hey, Syl. I'd like some refreshment, please.
Of course, I'll get you a glass.
I was thinking more like a vessel.
Oh, serve yourself. But try not to damage them, okay? They're all I've got left in stock.
I get it, I'll be careful.
I'm right here if you need anything else.
Safe zone. A safe zone is a place where no one can see you feed. You can find them by exploring the surroundings. Only one prey may be sent to a safe zone at a time. So I can feed here safely. Otherwise, if I do it elsewhere, it's not safe.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. We're not the only ones freaking out. Look around. Exactly. We've got to keep our wits about us. Got it? Yeah.
Everyone has a whole bunch of symbols on them, but I can't activate it.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Vessel.
Do you want us to...
They can't say no because I'm a higher ranking vampire, I guess.
Do you need me? Do you want us to...
There's the triangle button, I can't press it for some reason. Why? Find a place away from prying eyes. Oh, okay, not in the open. We gotta have some discretion.
Sorry, I'm a little out of it.
Do these people just exist here just to be fed on by vampires.com? Oh my goodness. Hey, handsome.
Follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, they're doing their thing. Ooh. You can kind of see it through the crack. Oh yeah, there's some... Actually, there's nothing going on here. It's the lady just staring. Okay, my booth now. Anybody wanna... Nobody wanna come with me? Trying to see if I can walk a little faster. Okay, I'm gonna be in a booth, and one of y'all can just come in here because you know what to do. Prey will be naturally revealed as you approach them. Defeat. Find a safe zone. Go after isolated prey. If it is surrounded by potential witnesses. If it is surrounded. not a she or a he or whatever. If it is surrounded. Sending the prey to a safe zone will increase suspicion of you. So it's not just that this entire building is safe. Only this one area is safe. Seems like it. Well, everyone's gonna be staring. Do I want the old man or a younger woman? Easy pick. Younger blood probably tastes better.
Hi.
You know why we're here.
Come on. It won't take long.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The hunt, the kiss. Vampires use their powers to charm or subdue their prey and satisfy their hunger. When feeding on prey, you can control the amount of blood you take. Press and hold the button to increase the amount of hunger eliminated. If you do not press the button or you don't release it before the bar is full, the prey will die, drained of its blood. Okay, sweet. Don't kill them because that'll increase suspicion. Mortals will be on their guard, while vampires will question your respect for the masquerade. Okay, press and hold the button to increase... Not sure if I understand this properly, but we'll see. If I accidentally kill her, I'm sorry. Okay, that was a little... That went really fast! Now she's out of it. Resonance. Some prey, their blood emotionally charged, have a resonance that your character will earn after feeding. At the end of a scene, a resonance provides an experience bonus for the corresponding discipline, which we just got. Sanguine resonance. If more than one resonance is acquired, only the last one acquired is saved. What? Second bite. If your prey survives, you may feed on it a second time. However, this will cause it to die and increase suspicion. Okay, well, my sweet, just rest here or something. How about we read a few things from the Codex here? I feel like just to clear up the basic concepts, because it doesn't seem like they're gonna make it too explicit for me. For example, vessel. A source of blood for sustenance or pleasure, primarily mortal. But they can also just be dead, I guess. Embrace. The act of transforming a mortal into a vampire. The embrace requires a vampire to drain her victim, and then replace that victim's blood with a bit of her own. Final death. Though no longer mortal, vampires still face the possibility of final death. A vampire who dies once again is said to have suffered the final death. Yes, because being a vampire means that we're not mortal, we are immortal. In addition to fire, sunlight, and decapitation, vampire flesh cannot withstand endless traumatic force. Enough bullets can drive them into torpor. Once in torpor, the vampire becomes a helpless target for their foes. So we're not invincible. Ghoul, which is what I'm suspecting Shu Feng is. Shu Feng is that lady that was with Caleb. A mortal who drinks a vampire's blood becomes something both more and less than human for a time. Derisively called a ghoul by Western vampires, the mortal gains a smidgen of the power of a true vampire. The vitae consumed not only brings a rush, but also arrests the aging process. The effects are temporary, however, and if weaned off vampire blood, the mortal deteriorates rapidly as the years catch up with their halted aging. Vampires use ghouls as retainers where loyalty outweighs keeping the masquerade. Actually, we saw Caleb feeding on Shu Feng, but not the other way around, so she might not be a ghoul. Generation is the number of steps between a vampire and the mythical Cain. How far descended from the first a given vampire is. A sire is 1 generation lower than their child. An 11th generation kindred, sire is a 12th generation vampire. All vampires gain their unholy prowess from the blood, but not all blood is equal. The closer a vampire is to their mythic progenitor Cain, the greater the potential of their vitae. A vampire's generation does not necessarily indicate their age. An elder might have sired a vampire of the 10th generation when Columbus sailed. A Methuselah could have begotten a vampire of the 6th generation last year. Yeah, so in this way, the generations really define the power levels of a vampire, and so there's a really strict hierarchy. And probably why we couldn't influence April in the beginning. Hartford Chantry, right. I'm trying to look for stuff that we explicitly came across already. Hunger. Part appetite, part lust, part addiction. Hunger gives voice to the blood and claws of the beast. It calls the vampires constantly, whispering and screaming of needs, urges, and desires. Every vampire awakens to hunger and must kill to completely silence it. The kindred pay for their mortality and their powers and hunger, and the bill is always coming due. Kindred. Cainite archaic. The Camarilla term for vampires as a whole, or a single vampire. According to rumor, this term came about in the 15th or 16th century, after the Anarch Revolt. Masquerade. That's a long one. We have to hide the fact that vampires exist from mortals, because this is to protect vampires from destruction. Because I think, we talked about this briefly when we played Bloodlines, but there's way less vampires than there are humans, right? Like normal mortals, so if we got exposed, then we would probably be in a lot of danger. Which it seems like is exactly what's happening right now, the Code Red. The only Camarilla tradition universally respected, but also the one that's broken most often. Sloppy feeding, vulgar display of undead might, confession to a beloved mortal. These things happen, but kindred are expected to clean up after themselves, or there will be hell to pay. Very, very serious. Taken seriously by both the Camarilla and the Anarchs, 2 different sects of vampires. In the age of social media, clickbait, and fake news, a masquerade breach is easily overlooked by the masses, but any transgression can end with a Black Ops team kicking in a haven door. Only the craziest of Cainite superiority fanatics dream of an age where they can rule openly. The rest have faced reality. The undead fare better as parasitic powers behind the throne than as great predators or infernal lords of human dominions. Okay, got a quick look here. Should we continue a little bit more? Okay. I gotta say, I'm already into this.
All right, Jay. Where are you hiding?
Is she hiding? I thought she was with April.
I'll stay here.
Where are you, Journey? She must be scared.
What a shitty night.
Do you think the Code Red will last much longer?
I hope not. The faster I get out of here, the better.
What? And Mem Lewis, the Black Rattler's Rose, is afraid of a handful of politicians?
God, no.
Fine. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
I'm supposed to find Jay. Do you know if she's done talking to April?
Huh. Good question. I saw her earlier, but she wasn't with Miss Bosley. She went into that alcove on your right, but that was a while ago.
Thanks.
You might want to avoid hanging around with her, you know? I've heard stuff about her.
I know, and it's not true. She didn't do anything, all right?
How do you know?
Fine. Sorry. Did you need anything else?
Is that just how much I trust her? We just know she didn't do anything.
Miss Iverson has the top floor all to herself.
Yes, that's where she's got her office for hearings, as well as her personal quarters. Miss Bosley is the only one who has access to them.
I heard the prince put together a surveillance unit.
Yeah, the cave. Mr. Leto and his team spend their nights there. It's just below us. But don't even think about going down there. It's only for sewer rats.
Thanks for the vessel.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want.
People are looking out for me, but I've got to look out for my buddy, Jay, too.
Can I help you?
Hey, you're here again.
I've got to talk to Jay. You haven't seen her, have you?
No, you should ask April.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the advice.
Are we still in the same building as before here? I guess so. It's like one big building, and then at the very top, there was the prince.
Do you still work for April?
Well, aren't you rude? My loyalty is with the court.
Seems like Bosley's leading you around by the nose, though.
She's got some extra responsibilities, sure, but that's it. I have my own agenda.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
You're just gonna tell me that you have another agenda?
I've got stuff to do. See you later.
Might as well tell me you're a spy while you're at it. Okay. Was that her? Oh, only the vessels left.
I know that perfume. Jay.
Auspex. It's part of my skill set, heightened senses. My 5 senses are enhanced. We can reveal new interactions, detecting scents, listening to conversations from a distance, revealing the past of objects, or even experiencing premonitions.
We can't wait around like this forever.
I used my powers. Now my hunger went up, but I can see the scent of the perfume. I can't tell if she's like, are you tired or what? When we feed on vessels, do they have like, I feel like it's a fanfiction concept, but I don't know if it actually happens in the world of darkness in Vampire the Masquerade. Like, do we have, anesthetics or even, what do you call that again? What do you, what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an A. Like, do they get excited when they get bitten? Well, oh, it's right here. It's the same building. It's just a little offshoot. I see. So I don't even know where April was. I think she left already. I'm just following the perfume now. Aphrodisiac.
Underwood and Fang. Bazori's ears must be burning.
The A word was aphrodisiac. I got it.
I didn't think I'd see you again so soon. Did you want something, perhaps?
You haven't seen Journey, have you?
She's not here. It would be a shame if you've showed up too late.
No, he's really strong. Excuse me, dude. You're blocking our conversation. There's not much we can do. If we fail, it's not good because it uses willpower, so I'll just drop it then.
You rotten son of a bitch. I don't have time for this.
If you say so. The pleasure was mine, Mem. Say hello to your sire for me.
He's a primogen. I'm not going to be able to get the one-up on him. Archives. What's going on in the back there? Hey, the perfume goes multiple locations. Hello.
Hey, Fang.
Good evening, Miss Lewis.
Call me a ma'am, please. Did you come with Caleb?
Yes, but he's so very busy.
You didn't happen to see Journey, did you?
I'm sorry. I don't know everyone's names yet.
Same.
It's a shame to see the court in such a state. I hope it'll work out.
Archives. Dear all, please don't forget that if you have any issues with the archives, you need to contact Lazarus, not me. Thank you. April. Wait, should I be like turning off my Auspex, or there's an L1 in the corner there? I'll leave it on for now. Ooh. I'll leave this alone for the time being, because I'm pretty sure we can walk back here, because that is a lot of willpower, and we might be able to find the card just by walking around.
Keltum and Lazarus. I smell gossip.
Do it.
This can't be
I swear, she was standing there, playing me for a sucker, pretending she just happened to be in the archives.
And what did you say to her?
I played dumb. I said, "As you like, Miss Abigail Naomi." And I left.
What did she take?
A page from a file about an old party that she tore out.
But why would she need that? Why now?
I wonder.
Abigail was that lady we just talked to, so maybe we can go back to her and be like, hey, what's up with that?
It's locked.
It's locked, but it's entirely glass, so you can see what's happening anyway. Secretary. Keltum Handum? Oh. Abigail? Abby.
Battery's dead.
Let's freaking go charge it then. Consult. Ooh, what were you burning? Oh no, I'm not educated. I need your help. Meet me at 1 a.m.? I can't read it. But we don't need... Do I not know how to read at all? That just seems like simple English. Actually, if I look at my points right now, do I have any points I can put into anything? Right, I need my education to be higher, but I don't have any extra points at the moment. Recover deleted messages. Consult pager. Message from Hilda McAndrews. Abby, can you confirm that it's safe to come to Iverson's? I'm waiting for your reply. Message from Keltome. Where are you? I've been looking for you everywhere. Message from unknown. Code red. A pager? This is 2019. We used pagers in 2019? It is 2019, right? Hey, there's a... Oh.
Battery's dead.
No, there's a drawer here.
Oh, I'm playing with fire. If someone spots me...
Jeez, man. It's all glass here. History of the Jefferson Library. Library was closed in 1935 following the construction of the various university campuses. Acquired by Miss Hazel Iverson in 1946. In 1960, Miss Iverson ceded it to the members of the Gemini League, a resistance group fighting against English oppression, from the cities of Hartford and New Haven. Since then, Hartford Chantry has moved in. Discreetly at first, during the reign of Quentin King, and then openly since our prince, Mrs. Iverson, took the throne. The transfer of ownership was made official in 2014. This gift is a strong signal sent to the warlocks by our prince. This place fulfills the rules imposed by its new owners and is an extension of the Hartford Chantry's domain. Our prince does not have jurisdiction there. In the interest of cordial and diplomatic relations, any kindred who enters the premises uninvited will be subject to the laws of the Hartford Chantry. The prince has informed the court of the risks involved in going to the Jefferson Library without approval, even though relations with the Hartford Chantry are excellent. Okay. Maybe some background here. Can we close this? I don't know if it actually matters, but let's close it anyway. So I can recover some deleted messages here, which will cost a lot, but let's do this. Because we can't find the card for this, right? We can't find the access card.
She wouldn't have deleted this message if the email wasn't important. I'd better take a look at it.
Message from Journey. Check your email, urgent. These are the same ones as before.
She wouldn't have deleted this message if the email wasn't important. I'd better take a look at it.
But I can't because it doesn't have battery.
Battery's dead.
Which means I might... can I find a wire and plug it in, or... Because I have the technology level. But I probably need maybe like a wire? Confidential. Domain Administration 2018. Annual Financial Report at Miss Iverson's request. Summary of Mr. J. Moore's annual audit of the finances and administration of Mrs. Iverson's domain. Accounting year was balanced for this year. Absence of any substantial profit is explained in part by the investments made in the development of the Red Salons, namely the Red Salon on Cellar Street, owned by Dr. Richard Dunham, purchasing lab equipment, refrigerated cabinets, decoration and expansion of the bar area, investment into Dr. Dunham's research, more lab stuff, specific mortal test subjects. Oh, okay, we're just gonna buy people? Okay. Buying some real estate properties for the expansion of the Red Salon chain. Another portion of the profits was transferred to the Hartford Chantry to support thaumaturgy research, as stipulated in the pre-unification agreements. Okay, they're our allies, so we're helping them. Mr. J. Moore reported that in July, he had requested a detailed account of the expenses incurred, which appears to have corrected some of the occasional excesses in their estimates. In this respect, we would like to emphasize that, given his success in protecting our interests, it is strongly recommended that Mr. J. Moore's personal protection be maintained for the coming year. Okay, it seems okay so far. Red Salon, there's no money laundering going on here, is there? His recommendations for 2019. Expansion of the real estate profile in the adjacent neighborhoods. Projected investment 60 million, with an actual value of 82 million. Developing the Red Salons further, which includes research into Dr. Dunham's stuff. And then continuing to fund the Hartford thaumaturgy research. But he recommends that the unification agreements with the Chantry say that this research should be relocated to Boston, because we want to monitor it as much as possible. Okay. Well, it's a little frustrating that we know that we should be reading the laptop, but I can't open it. Lazarus.
I've gotta hurry. I'm not supposed to be here.
Says who? Oh, what is it? Oh, magnetic card key. Ah, probably for the archives. I didn't examine it though. Provincetown Library, maybe some old books on the First Kindred. Boston Library, unexplored archives. Taunton Library, forbidden works to the public. Undetermined nature. Jefferson Library, probably some very rare thaumaturgical archives, but access is risky. Woburn Library, unexplored. Cambridge Library, 2 ancient tomes on the history of the Ventru in Boston. We have to probably get those books, because if people in the public, a mortal reads it, they might be suspicious eventually. Hey, there's a camera here. We should be careful. I'm probably already on camera though. Okay, well, let's look at this. Might as well. Oh, Journey Atkins. Okay, in that case, let me go back to the archives first. Is it okay? Because Shu Feng will be looking right at me, right?
They can't hurt me.
Or can they?
Jay, what were you doing in the archives?
Items borrowed. People were borrowing items about Hartford Unification Party, Prince's birthday party. Beryl Underwood borrowed something about Caleb. Everybody's been living for a long time here. Jara Drory, census information, list of trusted suppliers, secure destinations. History of Hartford Chantry, Dr. Richard Dunham. Nothing looks jarringly off. For now. Oh, dang it. No, my technology level's not even good enough. The perfume trail ends here. Read it.
A file about a party from a few years ago.
Solstice party. December... Wait, what? This is from 20 years ago. Yeah. Not a few years ago. At the request of our prince, Quentin King, the winter solstice will be celebrated at his home on the 21st of December for the entire night. At his behest, the celebration will be inspired by the masquerades in the European pagan calendar. Your esteemed Prince of Boston, Quentin King, does you the distinct honor of inviting you to the winter solstice celebration at his home. Please come, masked. You will be able to pledge your respects and allegiance to your revered prince throughout the longest night of the year. You're expected at 7:30 on December 21st. Please note, refusal is not an option. The safety of N+1s is not guaranteed.
Page 3 was torn out. There are traces of blue ink on page 2.
Auspex that. Oh, but I'm really hungry. If I lose control, that's not going to be good. So I can see the trail. The trail is something that we could rely on, or we could also find it just by coming across it naturally. I think is the thing we should be aware of here. We don't have to use it. Especially not when my willpower and my hunger is quite limited. Hey, I'm actually curious. Am I allowed to go back in that area and feed again? Can I walk faster, by the way? Like, is there any way for me to... Hey, you.
I'm sorry about before. I'm just a little edgy tonight.
I know. This isn't the first time we've gotten in a fight over nothing. Your child, Imani, she was there. Still no news?
No. Radio silence.
And Hazel refuses to talk to me.
I spent months kowtowing to those Hartford assholes for this agreement. If she has the info, now's not the time to hold it back.
These Hartford guys, how well do you know them?
Well enough. I won't let things end like that.
You told me you knew the Hartford Warlocks well.
Yeah, some of them.
I was in touch with their representative, Deneb. He was supposed to replace me on the council.
You're leaving us?
Not really. It's part of the agreement with the Chantry. Deneb and I were supposed to switch places.
Why was Hazel doing business with them?
She had plans for the blood market in the region. We were meant to be in charge of supplying high-quality blood. They were supposed to take care of stabilizing it, or try at least.
That's nuts. Has anyone ever tried it before?
Never. That's why I'm worried. I don't give a shit about Hartford, but this project is really important.
I understand. I'm looking for Journey. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. I assume you've already tried her office?
Not yet.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got to find Jay.
If I see Journey, I'll tell her you're looking for her.
Yeah, I don't know. She trusts me, but she's pretty on edge too. Hey, is there... Oh, there might have been a... Didn't we read about a skill that could make me walk faster or something? Hey, Abby! Abby!
Can I help you?
Okay, we know she has a suspicious message on her pager and all that, but we can't talk about it yet. And the note. Well, I'm not gonna go ask her about it. Hey, I went snooping in your office. Can you tell me more about that? Makes sense?
I've got stuff to do. See you later.
I thought she was like a lower ranking vampire, but maybe not. Hey, mister, hey, mister.
Come on. It won't take long.
Okay. Sure.
Yes, my sweet. Come here. Let mommy have a bite. Okay, I didn't kill you. I didn't kill you. But I come close to killing you. Hunger, we can more readily make it go down, as long as we're in this area here, because we've got the vessels. I forget how we get willpower. Just by engaging in conversation, I think, partly. There's Beryl. Okay, Journey, where are ya? Where are ya? It's a high-class tower. One that we're all just stuck in. So the party, it sounds like it didn't even happen yet, because I was getting ready to go to it. Oh. Oh man, that just led me back here. Wait, if I do L1 right here, what's gonna happen? What was that just now? There's a prompt. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any... I'm illiterate, unfortunately. Oh, no, I can read it, but I can't analyze it. I see.
This page was torn out. It seems like it's a match to the file from the archives. Abigail must have done it. But why?
I misread the options earlier. I need your help. Meet me as soon as possible in an alcove. Well, it's good information to know.
Battery's dead.
This one's still dead? Well, good thing we came back here. But this trail might not have been necessary in the long run.
Abigail, we've gotta talk.
Oh, okay, L1. It just turns it off. Yeah, okay, I'll turn it off.
I hope you didn't forget anything, Jay.
Checklist, evening of September 4. Venue reservation, setup, invitation sent, limo reservation, red salon vessels, scene with Dr. Dunham, servant security, 2 more needed, food for vessels and servants, check with Abby, check the level of secrecy. All seems well. Club business cards. Consumables are single-use items that provide bonuses. Most of the time, it's used for replenishing willpower or eliminate hunger. Gear is for advantages or disadvantages. They can't be equipped or unequipped during a dialogue. Documents can be read again. So the consumable we just picked up is restores 2 willpower. Club business cards. Raised on the warmth of hot jazz, MM has kept strong ties with this type of music, synonymous with emancipation, energy, and greatness. Her clubs, the Black Rattlers, are the embodiment of this passion for swing. Guest list, Unification Party. Boston Court, Iverson, Coates, Underwood, Drury, McAndrews, Dunham, Siaka, Leto, Bizori, Sellers, Lewis, me, Bosley, Izanami, Atifa, Villanueva, Metcalf, Chin, Gravdal, Panucci, Sigtrig's daughter. Harford Chantry. I don't really know people's names. Guests. Nothing seems out of the ordinary to me. Vessels for consumption. Staff. Okay. The Red Salon. Actually, why don't we learn a little bit about the Red Salon here? A low-profile and comfortable place where all the Boston kindred who can afford it go to enjoy motos that have been expertly prepared by Dr. Richard Dunham. Was that the place that we were just at?
Is it Kala Saw? Jay always got along well with her sire. Lucky bitch.
Not like me. Dated her and we broke up on bad terms. Email from Jara. I asked our retainers to arrive before sunset for more discretion. And then like maybe 2 weeks ago before that, I'm still waiting for that paper for confirmation.
I'd like to hear Abigail's side of the story.
From me to Abigail. From Journey to Abigail. I need you to track down the file on the 1998 Solstice Party. Page 3 should be of interest to you. Gotta go talk to her. Grunge not dead. Now, I could recover search history. Oh, but my technology level's not high enough. It's not my willpower. I guess that's that for now. April Bosley. Yeah. Well, I can try to see if April's around.
Oh, you again. What do you want?
To look around at your place rudely.
Bosley's looking for answers.
Got some people's contact information here. Millennium Rent, selective rent. Not sure what that's about.
What a disaster.
Is anybody doing anything about the Code Red? Or are we just all chilling out here? Current business. Presentation of annual report. Unification party at 11.
What a nightmare.
She's got a organizer for all of her upcoming activities. Tour of Red Salon. Private audience all night. Meeting with Mr. Underwood on the management of the Red Salon.
Hazel's gonna want answers.
Yeah, security review. April is staff here. She's not a guest, according to the list we saw earlier. Monthly meeting. Reread speech to the Primogen Council.
What a disaster.
Beryl to April. Satisfaction for once, from January 3rd. For once, I want to say just how much progress Journey has made in organizing the opening night of the Red Salon.
Answers.
I stopped by for a surprise visit last night to check the quality of the services, and you did not disappoint. Please don't embarrass us in front of Hartford. Opening. The party is at the Red Salon. From April to organizing group. Last minute checklist. Dear all, although most important guests will likely arrive late.
What a disaster.
Be ready by 9 p.m. because you never know. Please check the following things every 15 minutes. The vessels. They can't be too drunk. Unless if one of our guests wants that. Impeccable cleanliness everywhere, all the time. Make sure everyone's comfortable. Make sure no one's bored while waiting for Miss Iverson and Mr. Osborne. They're coming at 11:30. This party is of the utmost importance in the words of Miss Iverson. Mistakes will not be tolerated. Uptight. Hi. Wait, so are you higher ranking than me actually?
April, have you seen Jay anywhere?
You can't let her out of your sight for 2 seconds.
The prince sent me to get her.
I can't discuss that with you.
I don't have enough willpower to focus. Oh yeah, my conversation depends on the willpower too. I've gotta be careful. Yeah, she's better at psychology than me.
Not that I think in a million years this is what happened, but what if Jay messed up somehow? What would happen to her?
Depends on the mistake. And how bad the consequences were. At best, the prince will be mad. At worst...
destruction?
Yeah.
Final death.
There's a good chance of that.
You can tell me. My lips are sealed.
The only way I can make sure you don't talk is to keep my own lips sealed.
We can't force it. Success rate is 0.
Fine. I won't insist. If you see her, tell her I'm looking for her.
Yeah, sure.
What attitude? It's a good thing I was careful earlier.
One thing that I really like about the council that carried over here is that they're pretty uncompromising about not letting you see all the content. Like sometimes from like a meta perspective, I really don't like it because I want to see everything, but they're not afraid to do that. Like a lot of games will be like, oh, well, let you do everything so you can see everything, which is makes sense because they made the game, they want you to see everything. But here, well, even if we can't see it, there's gotta be another way for us to get the same information or get to the same spot. So no need to worry too much.
If Zeus had chosen flower to reign over all others, the rose would be queen.
Well, alright. Got an elevator here. That we can't use. Okay. I should be turning up the charm a little bit more as a Toreador. But I've got to get some of those skill points first, which I don't know where we would get those. This goes upstairs. We should probably go back to April. Or, Abigail. That's where... Oh, that's where we came from earlier. Hey, I've got to be dumb. There's got to be a faster way to walk here. But this can't be the speed. Hey, you. Ooh.
I never liked this stuff before. Why would I want it in the blood I drink now?
Surprising for a club owner, maybe. Alright, Abigail. Wanna go talk in private?
It's a disaster. Can I help you?
I told you I was looking for Jay earlier. And? I found the note she left you. I wonder what April would say if I showed it to her.
You went through my stuff?
Is that all you're worried about?
No. It wasn't personal. Journey was in a panic. She asked me for the pass to get into Jara's apartment.
Did she say why?
Only that she was looking for evidence. I didn't really get it. Let's keep this between us, all right? April's got other fish to fry.
I'll see about that. I'm going to find her.
Abby works for April. Just trying to keep myself remembering all the relations here.
Apartment. That's on the Primogen floor. What was Jay looking for up there?
Maybe she thinks Jara did it. And she's trying to find evidence that she's innocent. Like, herself is innocent. Okay. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like we'll be finding Journey that quickly, that easily. Why don't we end off here for now then? Definitely continuing this, because I really love these games, and my impression so far? Positive. Yeah, I'm into the story, although I think if you look at it technically,
it's not serious.
the voice acting is a bit spotty in some places, and then the graphics are also maybe, the lip syncing might not be the best, but I'm really into it so far. If we go in with the same expectations as with the Council, just to enjoy something, I think this is gonna potentially be really fun.
Caius will hear about this.
So this is it for the first part, and I will see you back shortly. Feel free to let me know what you think about Swansong so far in the comments.